Since we're live, just wanted to say, hey, Marissa, Vivian,
Good
Quincy,
morning.
so happy to see everybody.
Hey.
Forward. Hi, Miss Tiffany.
Hey everybody. Look at me. I'm dropping stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're live.
Yes, we are officially live. We'll just probably wait a couple of minutes, a minute or two, just to have these people come on.
All right. So while we're waiting, I like to chat because I'm kind of nervous, right? Yeah,
Yes.
nothing wrong with that. Sitting here staring at a screen waiting for people to get on. Anyway.
Wait 1 second. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Vivian, you ready to start training me?
Training on. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it. Absolutely.
Okay. So why is there a blank screen?
Oh, did we do something wrong?
Because somebody's sharing their screen. Who's sharing their screen?
I ain't touched nothing.
I didn't touch anything. I just leaned back.
Quentin, that looks guilty.
All right, y'all. Okay. We got
All right.
We got we got a couple people looking now. So how y'all doing? We are back again for part 2 of business formation, the untold truth. Right. So last week we kind of had a discussion going on and kind of elaborated a little bit on everything. So today we will continue to have our discussion, but before we get into deep details of the discussion, all the panelists, including we're going to talk about what's required for the different business formations, right? So that everyone can have an idea and a better understanding of what we're referring to as far as business formation and why it is so important when you are becoming an entrepreneur, why business formation is so important and why business formation is not a one size fits all, right? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. But one more thing, that I definitely want to do. I know because last week, oh my God, they have the alarm going off out here. You hear that, Vivian? Last week, I was so super excited about all my awesome partners on here that all I said was my name, Tiffany Fuller with Financial Wellness, right? So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and properly introduce myself. I'm going to also have Marissa properly introduce herself as well. Hey, girl. Yeah. So for the ones that are watching that don't know me, my name is Tiffany Fuller. I am the owner of Financial Wellness, which is your one-stop financial shop. We offer a range of financial services. We also offer tax preparation. Not only do we offer tax preparation, we also offer professional tax software so you can run your tax business like the major franchises. We also teach IRS approved courses. We also do insurance. We also do life insurance. We do health insurance. We do annuities. We do other different retirement accounts. We do payroll. We do bookkeeping. We do notary services. Of course, we're on here. You know that we do business formation, guys, and that's really just to name a few. We do a lot of different things when it comes to anything really under the financial umbrella. We really are your one-stop financial shop. So we also help you grow your business. We help you out with marketing as well. So we just offer a wider range of that. So I just wanted to let everybody know that I've been personally doing this for 26 years. All the people that's on my platform here is all a part of my team. And like I said last week, this is a team of leaders, because even though they're on my team, they have their own business as well. And we support each other, so that we can all grow and be successful. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to my girl, Marissa.
Hi. I'm double tasking over here. My name is Marissa Cotton, also known as the 9-to-5 Exit Slayer. I help entrepreneurs to properly establish a successful 9-to-5 exit strategy by equipping them with the right game plan and fundamentals custom fit for their business. Therefore, I help entrepreneurs and small businesses to set up plans and strategies to properly leave their 9-to-5 to go full-time in their business, or to actually get over that hump in their 9-to-5 when they feel their business when they feel they're stuck. I'm also the president of Your Star Power Solutions, where we help small businesses and entrepreneurs with human resources, payroll, bookkeeping, and overall business strategy. We are also tax professionals, and we are also notaries and signing agents as well. So we pretty much teach everything business 101. And the only way we can teach everything business 101 is by knowing a little bit of everything business 101. I have my bachelor's from Cal State Dominguez. I also have my master's from Cal State Long Beach in public administration. I also have another master's in business administration from UCLA. I have several certifications in accounting, bookkeeping, human resources, project management, and I'm missing one. I can't think of what it is, but we're pretty much equipped to go with everything business 101.
Love it.
Go, girl.
Nice to meet you, Marissa.
Awesome.
Yeah, so what we're going to do before we just start our discussion panel, because again, we just, we really just have a discussion. We kind of give our views. We are very open to the audience leaving comments and engaging with us. We are open to answering questions as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about the different business formations. So the way we're going to do this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with Vivian Jackson. Vivian Jackson will go first, and she'll let you know what business formation she's doing. After Vivian goes, then Marissa will go. After Marissa goes, then Quintinette will go, and then I will go, and then Elaine will go. All right, so go for it, Viv.
Oh man, I was gonna say I forgot the order, but you're so funny. You beat me to it. Okay. So we're gonna start with the most simplest business formation there is, and that's the sole proprietorship. Okay. Sole proprietorship is an easy setup. It does not require any paperwork to be filed. You may still need to check to see if there's any business licenses or anything that you may need based on your state. We encourage you to please research, check to make sure that your state does not require, or even your county requires something specific if you do start a business as a sole proprietor. You can operate a sole proprietorship just based under your social security number. All of your liability for a sole proprietorship is based on your social security. So you're personally guaranteeing everything in terms of liabilities, right? So it definitely seems like it could be, it is the more riskier business formation of them all, since everything is based on you. Your taxes you're only taxed once, and this is going to be based on the profits that you will report on your personal tax return. So you do not have to worry about anything extra there. There's less hassle for a sole proprietorship. You do not need to file any you do not need to file any separate tax returns, and a sole proprietorship is just what it says, solo. You cannot have anyone else. It's just a one owner maximum type of business associated with your social security number. Some of the challenges that you can face with a sole proprietorship is the greater liability, as we did discuss. Since you are personally guaranteeing everything, you're liable if your business gets sued and if it incurs any debts. On top of incurring debts, that means all of your business transactions will report on your personal credit reports as well. So that's something to be mindful of, especially if you have other personal things that might be going on outside of your business that could hinder you from taking care of other goals that you might be trying to accomplish. Taxes for sole proprietorship, you will pay your self-employment tax on your personal tax return. So please consult with your tax advisor if you do have a sole proprietor business, so that they know what forms to properly form for you at the end of the year when you are doing your taxes. Another challenge is raising capital for sole proprietorship, since it is considered a more risky type of business. It is very difficult for you to attract investors, since you have no partners, no shareholders, or no memberships of no membership interest there. So those are important things to keep in mind if you are going to go the sole proprietorship way. A thing about going or starting off at a sole proprietor is you can always go up the ladder. You can go from a sole proprietor to an LLC or to an S Corp. So it's good if you're just getting your feet wet and you're just trying to figure out, hey, I have a business idea. I want to do something, and I want to start off just small as I possibly can with limited paperwork. This will be the way to go. Sole proprietorship.
All right. Thank you, Vivian. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
Marissa.
That'd be me.
Hey.
So I'm going to cover LLC. So an LLC is a limited liability company, which is one of the most commonly used legal business structures that protect your personal assets, such as your home, your car, your personal bank accounts, and et cetera, in the event that your company is sued. Now, the difference between a sole proprietor and with an LLC actually protects your assets, whereas with a sole proprietor, as she mentioned, pretty much everything's up for grabs because it's just attached to you yourself. Now, an LLC is most used and often used to operate businesses, obviously, and you can also have multiple businesses under one LLC. However, I do not recommend all the time. It depends on how your business is structured and what exactly those businesses are and how risky they are. So if you have any questions, just hit me up. I'll talk to you about it. An LLC can be owned by one person, called a single member LLC. An LLC can also be owned by two or more people, called a multi-member LLC. Now, the LLC is created by filing a form called your Articles of Organization with your state secretary of state office or similar government agency, and paying also a one-time filing fee. Now, there may also be annual fees attached to that LLC, so you do want to make sure that you check with your Secretary of State to see what fees may be applicable for you annually or biannually, semi-annually, whatever the case may be. With an LLC, some people like LLCs better than a corporation, but we're not going to touch corporations. So I'm going to let her handle corporation. I'm sure she'll break all that down for you. But just to outline the major differences between LLC and corporations, LLCs don't have to elect board of directors. Corporations do. LLCs don't need to hold board meetings. However, corporations do. LLCs don't have to keep records of all their meetings, even if you're talking to yourself. Corporations do. Hey, you get out this meeting, I'm gonna sign off on it.
That's right.
LLCs are not subject to double taxation, but I'm not going to touch that right now. LLCs can distribute profits however they want in their business, but no doing funny things with business accounts, okay? Make sure you got two separate business accounts, your personal and your business. And don't be going with your business account, going to Target, getting your toiletries and stuff like that. They need to come out of your personal. Don't be commingling funds. We're not doing that. And in short, LLCs are the most popular and the most flexible business structure for business owners, entrepreneurs, especially real estate investors with property as well. With an LLC, you also need an operating agreement as well as a registered agent. Now, a lot of people ask, what is a registered agent and how come I cannot just list myself? Let me break it down for you real easy. A registered agent has to be someone that is available to accept any type of legal notices or forms on behalf of your business during normal business hours, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Now, if you are your own registered agent, but you work a 9 to 5 and you're away from your home during that time, and a legal notice of some type is presented to you and no one's home, you can be found at fault. You can also have to pay fees for that because you were not there to accept the legal notice. So you can get a registered agent service. You can even attach grandma's address to it if you want to, because she don't go nowhere but to bingo on Tuesday nights. That's okay. Keep in mind that whatever address is listed as a registered agent also becomes a public record. So unless you want people to show up at grandma's house, maybe if you do something wrong, I wouldn't necessarily list grandma. But there are several different options that you can use to have a registered agent services. They're actually not very expensive, anywhere from about $39 to $59 a year, $39/$59 a year to about $250 a year or so. So again, if you have questions with that, I can help you find a sizable or reasonable registered agent in your area. Now, when you are going with an LLC, you want to first pick a name, research your name. Please research these names. Look on the trademark website, look up, Google it, check with your Secretary of State, check with your county office. And here's why I say county office. I'm gonna give you an example for California. California, county-wise, to get a DBA and state-wise, they don't talk to each other. So if I didn't register Your Star Power Solutions as a DBA, other than the fact it's trademark, someone else can have that business or register in LA County as a DBA without even checking with the state, because the state and the county don't talk. So it can be two businesses under the same name in that state. So you want to make sure that you're looking everywhere to make sure that no one has your company name. Also, check the trademark off. See if anybody has a pending trademark on it. Has anyone trademarked it? Why do you want to be the same name of a company that someone else has? And here's the reason why you don't. If you go and someone wants to leave your review, let's say Google reviews or some of that sort, and they Google your company name, and it's someone else's name in Tennessee versus your company in California, and they leave that bad review, well, that's probably a good thing. Let's turn it around. They leave the other company's bad review under your company. It has nothing to do with you, but because you guys have the same name and you guys know people don't read all the time to know that that's two different states, you now have these bad reviews on your site for someone else's boutique that's in Tennessee. That's a different company. So you want to be sure to make sure that you research the name, and you want that name to be personal to you. So you want your own name, right? So make sure that no one else has it. You do not want to get an EIN until after that name is approved. Because if the Secretary of State already has someone in process getting JoJo's Boutique and you came after, they're not going to approve your articles of organization with the state. Now you have an EIN that you now have to sit on the phone with the IRS and correct the name for. So instead, why don't you just wait till the LLC is complete, that paperwork is in, and then go get your EIN to go with it. Make sure your operating agreement is in line with it as well. Make sure that you're doing any type of annual reporting that may be applicable for your state, your county, and your city that you are listing. If you're supposed to be selling, if you're selling an actual product, make sure that you're collecting sales tax. Make sure that you're not pocketing the sales tax and paying it to your city or state. It is their money, not yours. It's not an extra fee. You don't get to keep that for 8.25%. And also for taxes are completed on a Miss Q, where are you going?
What's there? What's going on now? I'm trying to focus, but you double on the screen now. Come on now.
I'm gonna fix it when we're done. The taxes are completed on the Schedule C, which is attached to your 1040 personal return and your state return. There is not a separate tax return for that. So if you have a business and you go get your taxes done and you have an LLC, please be sure to let your tax preparer know that you have that LLC, because all that tax information needs to go on that same return. It is not a separate process. And I'm going to pass the mic.
Pass the mic.
Pass the mic.
All right. Well, I guess it's my turn. Here we go. Hey, Quintonette, I just want to make sure you're all right over there.
Hi, Tiffany. I thought I was before you.
Oh, my bad. I was trying to bust the line.
I know. She surely was going to give the order and then skip.
I was getting all the problems and complication I'm having. I didn't have to get from my mobile phone. Sorry. So I hope that's okay, because my laptop, I don't know what it's doing right now.
Yes, that is perfectly fine. All right, go ahead, Q.
Thank you. So I was like hoping I didn't miss my turn. I was like, keep talking, Marissa, keep talking. So I am going to be talking to you all about partnership. And pretty much what a partnership is, it's pretty much like a sole proprietorship. However, you have two or more people that are involved.
Uh-oh.
Did she freeze?
Right at the good stuff, too.
She don't even know she froze, probably.
Two or more people involved in the business, and it has unlimited liability, for all the business obligations. So it's not protected by an LLC, like a limited liability structure or setup, because you actually just have an agreement. And even with that agreement, you have to consider the people that you're going in partnership with, because there are so many guidelines or obligations that you have personally, because it is just a partnership or a joint venture. Some people, get the joint venture agreement or the partnership agreement. And again, that's just what it is, but you're solely responsible for anything that happens with it. Also, you have to check with your state to see what requirements that you may have as a partnership. And the partnerships, again, there's no legal entity, there's no structure with it. It's pretty much just saying that I'm going to go in business with this person here, and we're just going to take care of all the business obligations together. I'm going to file my part on my taxes of whatever my revenue is from it. You're going to do the same. It doesn't have that protection that an LLC does. It's just a partnership, whether it's a husband, wife, whether it's your friend from high school, it really doesn't matter. It's just a simple partnership. You agreeing to go in business with someone. So please make sure, that you choose that person wisely. I will say that, because there's pros and cons to everything. And just because you got a loan in high school together and everything, because if it comes down to it and everything just falls apart, there is no legal structure whatsoever that's going to protect you, with that. So just make sure that you're making the right decision. And that's just for something, if you're going to be doing, business that's really not uh, maybe a high volume starting out or something like that. But you do have the option to elect to become a corporation if you see that that's the way that it's actually leading to more revenue and needing to bring in more partners or things like that. Then there are those options that are available. So that's what pretty much partnership overview, basic general overview of a partnership.
Thank you, Quintin. Thank you for that information. It is now officially my turn. Is that right, y'all?
That is correct.
Well, all right now. All right. Well, here we go. So I am going to be talking about S corporation. So I do have a slide I put in. Now here we go, y'all. Y'all ready? Because what's
ready.
Wait a minute.
Got
it.
Yeah, I had a slide too, and my computer I was ready.
Let me see.
You hit share at the bottom.
Yeah, I gotta hit oh, there we go. I think I got it. Give me the line though. All right. There we go. All right. Can y'all see the screen?
Yes.
All right. Awesome sauce. I think I got it. All right, so I'm going to talk about S corporation. S corporations are very popular, right? And I say that because when people normally say that they want to form a business, right? A lot of people say, "Oh, you should be an S corp." Automatically, they don't ask you no type of questions or anything. They just say,